Hi, this is Cooking with Chris. Today we're gonna make sour milk mashed potatoes. The ingredients of the mashed potatoes is milk that's not real bad. It's starting to sour a little bit. You can use the milk for also making sourdough bread and a few other things, but I love making it with potatoes. My other ingredient is always garlic powder, which I use 1 tablespoon. Ground black pepper, which I use a teaspoon. Iodized salt, which I use a teaspoon to start, and then I taste later to add more. I use chicken stock flavoring. I use I'm doing 3 pounds too, but I use 2 tablespoons of chicken stock seasoning, at least until taste later. I do a teaspoon of onion powder. I put, along with what's left of the milk, there's like just over a pint, so it's like 3 cups of milk. I add 8 ounces of sour cream for 3 pounds and 1 whole stick of butter, half an onion, half of a medium onion, coarsely chopped. I put that in when I start to boil the water too. The white part of a green chive onion, 2 cloves, and then I take the potatoes and I skin them. But I skin the potatoes, and I like to clean the potatoes really well, because when I skin the potatoes, I save the skins to what I call dirty skin potato chips, which I'll show that in another video, probably after this one. I skin my potato, and instead of sticking the whole potatoes in, I like to cut the potatoes into smaller chunks. That way they cook down easier, and when I go to mash them later, it's not as hard to mash them. And I cut them like that, and I put them in the bowl. I'm not going to put the potatoes in until the milk and all the seasonings are in the pot boiling. Then I'll put the potatoes in. I'll boil them on like basically a high for like 8 minutes, and then I put them to medium and stick a lid on the pot for probably about 15 minutes. And then I usually mash them around then if I determine they're soft enough, and I taste for seasoning, and I put them back on low heat to cook a little bit longer to make them soft. Pour it in the pot before I take it over to the oven, which for 3 pounds is probably at least 3 cups. And remember, it is sour milk. It's just not, don't do it to where it's turned into cheese and super gross. But the sour milk makes your potatoes taste so good. 1 stick of butter. The onion and all my seasonings, so I want the onion to cook down, because I don't want it real thick. Alright, after putting all the milk and the seasonings and the sour cream and the butter in the pot, I bring it over to the oven. I put it on high for at least 5 to 8 minutes to start the boiling. And then once it's boiling, I put the potatoes in for about 5 minutes on the high heat boil. And then I'll turn it down to like medium for probably 15 minutes. Alright, so we already had the milk boiling. So we put the potatoes in and lowered it to half temperature on the top of the oven. If you let it cook, because it's all cream instead of just water and milk, it will leave a film, so you have to come by and check it like at least every 6 minutes, and stir it so nothing sticks, and it makes everything cook evenly. Alright, so the potatoes finally finished. I do my masher. You don't have to scrape the side, you just do like this, and you mash the potatoes. They're all mashed up really good. Some of them on. This is where you taste them to make sure. I already tasted them, they're really good. I don't like much salt, but other people might like to add it, and add other seasonings if you want. And if you want to, it already has a lot of cream, so it's really, really creamy potatoes because of the butter, the milk, and the sour cream. If you want to make it creamier, you can add some like sharp cheddar or cheese of your choice and add bacon. So this is our sour milk potatoes. like, share, and leave a comment if you would like to. We appreciate it. Thank you.